Okay. Hi, chat. Aha. Why isn't it... Wait, one. Give me 2 seconds, Nashoid. My CPU is choking at the moment. I don't know why Tits is freaking out. Alright, refund those and throw them at me again. Or just throw them at me again and we can refund them later. Hey, Vol. Why did Bonk not play? Why is everything broken? Alright, bear with me a second. Imagine trying to work on something in a live environment and breaking everything while you're doing it. Couldn't be me. Could indeed be me. Well, yeah, you might be richer than God, but I want to know why... Did Bonk play for you guys? Did the sound effect go off? Bonk did not play. Interesting. Alright, there, I made those work. I didn't hear any audio from them. That's kind of weird. All my audio settings are right. Let's go play Bonk and see what happens. Sound alerts, honey, are you okay? Shut up, Pando. Imagine frickin' hoping that things just work when they worked yesterday. No, it's not possible to remove his chat privileges. Bonk? Okay, now what about, hear me out, Bonk. Bonk? Yes, I fixed it. Fixed it. Oh, I'm so smart. Ah. Yippee! Wonderful. All it takes is me breaking everything, and it fixes itself. Look at that. So for context, chat, as to what I broke and then fixed, is my default audio device has changed. So, didn't expect that one. Who would have thought? So hello and welcome, chat. We are hanging out while we, try to do some tech support for ourselves. Yeah. Windows just is an asshole sometimes, and Windows just, you know, like, decides randomly, hey, I know you said this is what you want your default to be, but what if it wasn't that? What if it was literally anything else? And what if I told Windows, not VR, no. All right, so let's see if we can. Discord, I need you to chill the fuck out, okay? I know you're having a moment, but I need you to calm down. All right, Opera, you're great. I love you. You're fantastic, and you're such a lightweight browser, except for when you don't want to be. Okay, so like the stream title says, is breaking OBS. So welcome to the behind the scenes as I absolutely screw up my OBS trying to set up it to do VR properly so that everyone doesn't get sick while I stream. What do you think the chances that we get this right on the first try are, chat? Because my hopes aren't high. Don't mind that, you didn't hear anything. All right, chat. Chair is out of the way. Wow, it's really weird being so far away from my camera. Don't you start giving me shit here, Nashoid. You don't know. You don't know me. You're not my real mom. Fine, fine. You want me to glug, glug, glug? Fuck you. I don't know how other VTubers do this, zoomed out full body thing. It's crazy to me. What is it doing? What does it think my feet are doing? Oh, that's a lot of settings. Alright, we just won't move for a hot second. I really, oh my, I don't like making that face. That's not a good face. Alright. Wow, that's not a good face for me to be making on stream. How about that one, chat? Let's, wow. Hey, Spigspin, I'm having a seizure because I'm trying to set up stuff while still remaining on camera. It's not working too well. So we may actually toggle to, 2D links for a hot second while I try to figure things out. So give me just a moment here, chat. We're gonna become another creature. I'm a whole nother creature now. So it is wonderful to see you all, chat. Sorry for becoming a PNG for a hot second. Also, nobody tell Misfit that we are bug testing in a live environment. Hi, me. Oh, Sprigsman. Oh, yeah, I don't have hands. Oh. Well, I was really excited for a second to play this. Sprigsman, I was gonna thank you for access to this game, but it would appear not an option. Bonk test? Oh, I can't hear bonk through that. Oh, unfortunate. All right, chat. Looks like my audio's kind of knackered, so I gotta figure out how to fix that too. Looks like it's gonna be one of those nights tonight. You. That I will have to figure out how to fix, because not being able to see chat, but chat being able to see chat, not good. Not good. Ooh, tools. Oh, I hate that. Is audio seriously playing through? Why? Why is that happening? There, okay. So I just have to change my default audio output in order to make that work. No! I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, we could do some VTOL. I just opened the train game again for like the third time. I mean, I'm in it now. Oh, loading screen could be a little less bouncy though. That'd be nice. That's pretty cool. Oh, what was that? Ah, recenter. How do I... Oh, gestures. Cute. Oh, most important gesture. Yep, these are words. These are certainly words. Oh, hey, another dude. Where's my mouse?
Hello, baby.
Hey.
Hi.
Forgot I gave you access to up here.
Yes, you did. Alright, let me, I gotta switch my mic both in, OBS as well,
It's not gonna... Oh, thank fuck. Say again? I couldn't hear a word over the audio in the game.
Oh, okay. You might want to lower your shit down. I can tell you exactly what I have on in a second. I just need to get in game.
Yeah, no worries.
That one. Alright, I'm not gonna be able to talk to you until I put the headset on now, so.
Yeah, no worries. Alright, chat, sorry. I'm trying to peek out through my nose in order to set shit up, so do bear with me, please. Yeah, sure,
All
whatever.
right.
Good enough.
We're kinda here.
Don't show the pilot from a first person. NVG effect to full field of view. Spectator camera on a second display? That doesn't help me.
Yeah, that would only help if you had like you know, you were showing it off to people like in your house or something.
Yeah. Ooh, fingers. That's not fucking happening. Okay, it's kind of where I point.
Okay.
All right.
God, I'm seated like fucking 4 seats away right now.
What?
I was seated like 4 seats away. Cause I don't know. Kinda hard to explain. Alright, where the hell was the actual controls again? Or the... Where did you set up? Oh, it's all the way back at the main menu. Okay, let me pull up, I need 2 windows.
There we go.
Okay, perfect. Alright, let me know when you're ready.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
What's up?
The way it makes you type things, you have to put your finger on it.
So, go back for a second, go to settings. Did we fuck with the settings first?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Let me know. I know, like, I yanked
I
up
have
your
no
stream,
idea.
but it's a little behind.
I don't know if these are any good.
So, I've got, interactable tooltips on. I've got unit icons on. Tree collisions on. I have tailhook physics on because I'm,
A tryhard?
you know, yeah. If you
Yeah.
want, I'll be honest, it's not really that hard to. You almost, I don't know, it's hard to miss. You have to like absolutely slam it down on the deck. I do like body physics on because it has like G forces and stuff, but you don't have to if you don't want to.
No, that's not happening. Where you saw me try to do Spider-Man stuff. Like that's not
Okay, that's fair. So over to controls. The first 2 I have off. I have flight control haptics all the way up, and then skeleton fingers are on. Audio, obviously, you know, I don't know, that's your own liking, so figure out what you want.
yeah, it was super loud. I'll make it louder if I need to, but like I only have the one audio channel when doing VR, so people have to choose between being able to hear whoever I'm talking to or music. And I choose being able to hear the people I'm talking to.
Yeah, and then for video, I have all of this off. Which one did you have on? Full screen NVG?
NVGs.
Yeah. And then for miscellaneous, I mean the only one I have on is fucking cloud diagnostics, so I send out error reports.
Yeah.
But that's just because I've been around forever. I've been playing this, so whatever. Okay, cool. All right, so make your pilot. figure out which one I want.
Don't have that DLC. There are no objectives, just fly. Dope.
So,
Oh God.
okay.
What?
No, let me know when you're done. You're doing whatever you're doing, and then we can.
Oh, I just launched into free flight. Should I not?
I have a thing we can learn to fly in.
Oh, bet.
Yeah. So if you back all the way out and go to multiplayer.
How do I find you?
Private maybe.
You got a code?
Well, I'm loading the map, so it might not even be up yet.
Ah.
I don't have a code. I made it friends only.
Ah.
So technically, any of our friends could boot this up and join. Let me invite you. Also,
Steam Workshop content? Yeah, I'll download Steam Workshop content.
there you go.
Okay.
So this. Yep. So
Cool.
grab the helmet with your trigger. Yeah.
Align
this
your
is
seat with the... Oh, should I be sitting?
Yes, you should definitely be sitting the
Oh.
entire time for this.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense why I was clipping through everything.
Yeah. So if you want to sit down, the recenter seat is going to be on your left wrist.
Underneath all the rest of my crap.
Yep.
Oh.
What's up?
I thought I would just click on the helmet, but it made me pick it up. I got confused.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the pop-ups that said before you did it was like grab the helmet and put it on.
Yeah, it said equip to continue, and I was like, oh, okay. Click. And then turns out I was wrong.
Hello.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I can just return to my seat. Are you doing that thing where you stream both eyes?
Yeah. Is it working?
Oh, okay. It looks really jank
What do you mean?
because it's kind of hard to describe. You have like your nose disappears in the middle of it. For the record, I have your thing up on the other. Is it possible for you to just look at your stream and see what I'm talking about? Because the other thing that I did tell you about this game in particular is that
Oh, yeah, it's smart enough to stream
yeah.
right, yeah?
Yeah, so I don't know if you have a setup for like, the default
I think I can. Shit. No, that's for a new scene. This is much harder to do with,
well, like in VR.
yeah. And I don't have a keyboard.
You can pull up a keyboard on your wrist. Oh, there you go.
Is that better?
That looks like what mine looks like. So that's right.
Okay.
So we'll start. What do you want to start with? Do you want to start with the advanced like F-35, or do you want to go with like an F-18?
Which is easier for someone who doesn't know how to do this?
The F-45 is going to be a little bit easier. We just won't switch it into VTOL mode.
Okay.
Okay. So click on Hotel 11. Cool. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna click equipment. All right. So the first thing we got to do is put on a cannon. So in the middle there, dump a cannon on this thing.
Doesn't. Okay, it's just the one.
Yeah. This is going to be a little bit different. I might wind up loading up another mission after this. Hold on. You know what? Before we do that, actually, let me see if I have another mission that's better than this. Because the reason I say that is because I how do I phrase this in English? It might be easier for us to do the actual like trainer thing. You know what I mean? So, which for the record, I haven't really fucked with that much. So this will be exciting. Hold on, I'm sorting through a fucking massive list of missions right now. Practice AH-94 and MP against targets. Is that really all that is? Hold on, I'm sorting. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know if this is. We're gonna try this. Okay, I make no promises, sweetheart. But
No worries. I expect no promises.
Yeah.
The dude in the back with the rifle can stop staring at me at any point.
And pretty much we're always going to be joining Team A. Does this have what I wanted? No, of course it doesn't. God, fuck me.
No, we won. Cool.
I'm sorry. Again, I'm trying to find like an actual thing that isn't going to put you through the ringer and like isn't horrendous. Honestly, what we'll do is we'll go back to the other one that we were going to do and we'll just fly separately so you can learn the classic way.
So I can crash and die a few times.
Well, I mean, obviously that's not my fucking goal, but like
It's gonna happen. Don't lie to yourself.
I don't have a fucking choice because apparently the one useful mission I have for this isn't isn't whatever. So, I mean, we could attempt to fucking there's a free flight / air show thing, but that's not helpful for learning weapons employment. So
I'm
we'll just
good
go
with
back
whatever.
to this, and we'll learn, and we'll go back to this is the one we were just at. You shouldn't have to download anything. So we'll do the F-45 one again. The reason I like the F-45 is its sensors make it really easy to see things. So oh, do I not have any fucking... I don't have any loadouts in this. Weird. Okay, so I'll walk you through doing it whenever you're ready. We'll see you doing whatever. So you choose the F-40.
Fixing my...
So we're going back into equipment. And then you might already have the cannon loaded
It's loaded,
from
yeah.
last time. So we're gonna go from left to right. First
Oh.
off, top left, do yourself a favor, make this easy, symmetry.
Oh,
Way
there's
up
no
at the top
toggle
left.
for that.
There's definitely a toggle for symmetry. You're missing it. Top left, all the way.
Oh, I thought you meant
above.
top left on the on the jet.
Yeah. So put AIM 120s on E10, and then I'll copy it over to E5 as well. Do the same for AIM 120s. Actually, you know what we'll do? No. We'll actually do this right. So let me test a loadout here really quick.
Oh, we have a budget. Great.
Of yeah, which is like almost impossible to not or to like fuck up, you know what I mean? Okay, cool. So on E9, load GBU 38s. And then what we'll do is on E8, go ahead and load an AGM 161. Standoff cruise missile is what it is.
I didn't hit the button.
E4 is going to be the AGM 145. You doing all right over there?
Nope.
What's wrong?
Headset sitting weird.
Okay. You fix it?
Eventually.
Okay. E3 is going to be the GBU 53. And what we'll do actually is turn off symmetry for a second. And once you turn off symmetry, go to E. Just tell me if you need me to stop, okay?
I'm listening.
Yeah. I know. I'm just trying to make sure you're with me. Go to E2 and then load a rack of GBU 12s. GBU 12I is what it is. The I literally stands for internal. And then one thing you can do, you don't necessarily have to, but for now you can just click save and load, and then save this as like, I don't know, whatever you want. Obviously, this isn't really a real loadout. So the big thing you'll notice is our thrust to weight ratio is 0.91, which means we can't take off vertically with this, but we should be on the carrier, so that shouldn't be an issue. If we're not on the carrier, then we're gonna try some funny shit. So, okay, are we relatively happy?
That's a real existential question there.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how annoying I want to be to you. Okay. Anyway, when you're done with that, you can ready up, and then I'll start the mission. So you hit back, and then bottom right should be ready. Yeah, you don't really have much in the way of liveries yet. Liveries, you can just go to the workshop and download whatever you want. So once you're in your plane, before we do any startup stuff, which in fact, no, the plane is actually on already. So the first thing we'll do is click on S-Cam.
That's
Okay, so on the big display in front of you, big old display in front of you. There's 4
that's
displays.
actually an interactive. I see.
Yep. So change mode to say smooth look. And the mode is the option on the left side of this little HUD.
Okay.
And then hit start. You can hit preview if you want, but what that does is if you were to tab over to your stream right now, you would see that it's not showing the weird thing where it's only showing like from your right eye. It's actually like right in front of the camera. That's the spectator camera is how you set up for like the built-in stuff. If you want to see something funny, go ahead and turn on keep preview on, click on mode, and there's a little camcorder you can pull up for, you know, your little vlog session. And so your stream is watching, you know, the camcorder, and you can move the camcorder around just like in
Hey, chat. It's VR chat all over again.
Yeah. Also, if you didn't notice, on your arm is your Steam.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then whenever you're ready, I would recommend changing it back over to smooth look. So I am gonna. Do you want to run through the startup sequence?
Probably.
Okay, so open up that on the right. You have your engine switch. Go ahead and just turn the engine off, and then go ahead and turn the main battery off as well. We'll run through the whole thing. Actually, if you really want to go to that, after turning off the battery, down and to the right of from where the battery is, you can open up the canopy as well. So, when starting the, if we ever get in a mission that makes us do a cold start, this is where you're going to be. So, this is a lot simpler than fucking DCS. So, first you just close the canopy to save your fucking ears, turn on the main battery, and then turn on the APU. Both of which are in the bottom right. Once the APU spools all the way up, then you turn on the engine. You might have to open the cover at first, but, you know, it is what it is.
Do I flick the APU off?
No, APU should stay on until the engine is completely on. Once the engine's completely on, pull the cover down and then turn off the APU. So the APU is the auxiliary power unit. You only really need it when...
oh, like starting a diesel engine?
I don't know that, to be honest with you.
In big trucks, you turn them to a certain point, you give it a sec, and then you turn it further because it's got a secondary that it needs to get the diesel engine to turn over. I assume I'm started now?
Yep, so that's it. Once you turn off the APU, you are all and started. So,
exactly, Dreki.
So, what we're gonna do now is a first-time setup, and it's funny that I have to do this as well because I changed my profile name from saying Tommy to Soldner. and apparently it wiped all my data. So now we got to do this. So okay, so from the rightmost display to the left, we're gonna work on this. So click on GPS ST. Okay, sorry. So you go back to menu. No, your other right, babe.
What?
I said your rightmost display to the
if
left.
so I can leave this and it'll still stay on the camera?
Yeah, you can hit menu
Oh.
and you can hide that. What I would recommend doing before you leave that spectator cam menu, go back into spectator cam, S cam on the right screen. And then click on the little open box in the bottom right.
Oh.
So that stores it down there. So now what I would recommend doing is GPS ST and doing bottom left of that, again, the rightmost display.
Oh, I think I fucked it. Hold on.
So you click the little...
So I clicked the little tabby thing.
Yep, so you can click those arrows up and down. You see the actual arrows themselves?
Okay.
To hide those if you wanted to get a full screen.
Oh, okay, and then each of these is... That makes sense. Okay.
So you should have GPS targets and spec cam. So GPS targets, again, I wanted you to click that little bottom box right next to it. Cool. And now what you want to click is EOTS.
In the next one over?
Nope, in that right menu.
Okay.
So the thing about this now is if you click spec cam, now they swap. And then you can swap back.
Oh, cool.
And then so on and so forth. The next thing, again, I'm just giving you my setup. Once you set this up, you can figure out what you want after, a couple of flights or whatever. Is you click on game in the third column second column from the right. And then again, bottom right of that little sector. And then comms. And then bottom left. And then for me, I leave the objective up.
Okay.
So the next thing over, we're gonna do RWR, and then bottom left or bottom right, SMS, and then the opposite one, and then finally nav.
Okay.
And then for the last one, I have options, which is vehicle options, and radar in the bottom two sections, and then TSD in the upper section.
The fuck was that? Options.
Yeah,
and...
what you heard? You're hearing a beep, right? Technically, we're getting lit up by a radar. If you look in front of you at your 12:30, you might even see it. But if you don't see it, then I will fix that in a minute.
Options and then what?
Radar. We're gonna do something because I am struggling over here. Oh, I can't do this without getting out of VR. All right, hold on. You might see, if you want to look over to your left, actually, you'll see something really funny where I'm walking out of the plane. But this is all because I am chugging and my computer does not like streaming, so we're not gonna shut that down for now.
How are you, Drekkie? Well, he does things.
Ugh. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Actually, I don't even need Spotify up, or I shouldn't need Spotify up.
Why am I slid so far forward? What the fuck?
So one of the things we'll do, I'll show you just to double check us, is again, this might be because, you might not be set up if you're moving your seat around at all. This is a game where you need to stay like wherever you reset. So click
Yeah,
on
no, I was
game
just trying to figure out, like, I found the recenter thingy. I was just
Yeah.
looked at it and I realized I was like 4 feet further forward than I usually am.
So yeah. So cool. So what we're gonna do first. Whoops, that wasn't what I wanted.
There we go.
All right, we're gonna set up some things on these. All right, we're gonna set up our stuff. So, again, this stuff will save from session to session. So first off, well, let's talk about this. So if you haven't already figured it out, you can move the fucking joystick. Let me ask you a question. Would you rather have the joystick on the right, or would you rather have that like centered joystick? Let's show you where it is, and then you can decide which one you like better. So click on options.
Where's options for it?
It's the option thing in the middle on the front screen,
Oh.
bottom left, I believe, is where I had you set it up.
Oh.
So joystick mode. So it switches to the center joystick. My boy Catello prefers it centered. I prefer it on the right. It just depends on if you like the side stick like an F-16 or like more like an F-18. It's basically what it is. Yep, that's fine. You should have the brake lock on. Just grab the throttle and pull it all the way back.
Yeah.
Also, if you haven't already noticed, you can raise and lower the seat.
Yeah, I was fucking with that.
You seem to be like lowered deep in the cockpit over there. You're like short granny mode. Like I'm looking at my grandmother flying the fucking plane. You gotta like sit up to like look over the front of it.
All right, Mr. Smartass. Some of us like to, we like to take it, easy. Low rider,
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
Hold on, let me move some of my menus around. Here we go. All right. Cool. So let's click on units in that options menu.
Ooh, it's very touchy about where you reach from.
Also, if you do the side stick, you can click that auto one, grab it, and then position your hand wherever's comfortable, and then let go of it, and then re-click on auto. So you click on auto, just grab the stick, and then you can move it around. So place it wherever's comfortable for you to grab. It's worth mentioning, you don't have to grab the stick specifically like wherever it is. The way it works is that if you were to simply grab it and hold, basically, so if you place like the top of your hand in the stick, you'll notice you can still grab it. And then if you grab it and look at your heads up display in the bottom right, holy shit, you are so low in that cockpit. You are going to want to be higher at some point, but that's on you for later. But So anyway, let's we can fuck with that later. Um, let's get you in the air and rolling. Yeah. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, as good as it's gonna get at the moment.
Okay, cool. So grab the throttle, pull, make sure it's pulled all the way back. If you want to, you know, go for the immersion, you can also, your exterior lights are right over there on your left, on the left side of the throttle. There's also, if we were at night, just to the left of the throttle is where your instrument lights are.
So would I turn all of these on before taking off, or?
I mean, you can. It depends on like how much like RPing you want to do. Is quite frankly the question.
I don't care that much.
Okay, then don't turn them on. Like Kaz, Microbe, all the dudes don't. You almost never turn them on. My boy Catello and I turn them on all the time.
I would just
and
forget.
and then we fence when. What the point is, when you fence in, which is when you're going, into the area of operations, you turn off all the lights, all 9 yards. Additionally, two other things to show you real quick. Move your hand to the right side of your head and pull the trigger. The sun visor comes down.
Oh, cool.
Also, if you look just to the left of where the lower and raised seat thing is, these options are here as well.
Oh.
So yeah, and then night vision,
Flashbang
by the way,
myself.
you can also turn on if you just put your hand up towards your forehead. You'll notice it says NVG trigger on the little tooltip. So you can do that there as well without having to click for the button.
Okay.
Which obviously, if this is nighttime, it's easier to find it that way. Let me ask you a question. If you look up and to your right, do you see little icons in the air?
Yeah.
So you do see them? Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. So let's talk about. We're gonna have you taxi over to Catapult 2. So the first thing you're gonna do, just to make your life easier, because again, this isn't DCS and no one's gonna complain. The
Not
launch
yet.
bar on the bottom left near the throttle, extend the launch bar.
What launch bar? Like this little thing?
No.
That's an eject.
That's your eject handle. It says launch bar right next to it. It's right next to the throttle.
little switch.
Yep. Pull that all the way down to extend.
Okay.
And we already verified that the throttle was all the way back, so you can go ahead and turn the parking brake off. Once you turn the parking brake off, go ahead and grab the throttle again and keep it all the way back and pull and hold the trigger for the manual brake. So now you've got manual control of your brakes. This, for the record, is how you air brake in the air and with wheels on the ground. So if you want to grab the joystick, if you turn the joystick left and right, that's how you mess with the rudder. So
because I don't have feet controls?
Yep. And technically, like my boy Catello actually rocks with his actual flight pedals. If you had flight pedals, you could connect them here. I do have flight pedals, but I'll be honest, I'm sitting in the middle of my little VR game space. The flight pedal cord doesn't reach out here. So anyway, so using both the joystick and the throttle, you're gonna taxi over to those two catapults that are way down at the front of the ship. Go towards the one on the left. So not these two that are on this landing strip here, but the one all the way down there.
Sure.
So let go of the brake. Give it a little bit of gas and turn. It's better to take longer than fucking go full send down the
This
down
one?
the whatever.
Right here?
Yep, so it's gonna be the one on the left is the one I want you aiming for. Basically what I want you to do is I want you to put that chute right on your nose. Just as you get closer, pull the throttle back and just kind of coast. Oh, what did you do?
I hit the brake.
Yeah. By the way, the brake is analog, so you can give it a little bit of a touch to slow you down ever so slightly. For the record, at the speed you're going, you can kind of just go into it, and it'll stop you, and you'll be connected to the thing.
Wing hold.
So it's yelling at you about wing fold. So bottom left, right next to parking brake is wings. Go ahead and pull it down.
Wing hold.
And you're technically ready to take off. Also, if you look over to your right, hello.
Hello.
You can see our little steam icons are again on the back of the.
The TR icon looks pretty good on there.
Yeah. You can turn that off in the settings if you so desire, but you know, it's neither here nor there. So this one's a little bit harder than the other plane to take off like this because it doesn't necessarily have the automatic. It doesn't have takeoff trim.
Okay, I don't know what that
I've been able to
means.
figure out. Basically, don't worry about it until we fuck with the other plane.
Okay.
So what that means, I'll just tell you, takeoff trim will basically be like, so you can be completely hands off. Once you don't do this, but once you send the throttle forward, it'll pitch up automatically after the thing. So once we get off, I'm going to tell you to go full throttle, and then you're just going to pull back on the stick to tilt up a little bit. Doesn't have to be dramatic maneuver. Our thrust to weight ratio isn't crazy, so we just don't want to we want to make sure we're not flying like straight up or straight down. Here's one thing I almost forgot, babe. Layout set. You see that? You see the layout set 1, 2, 3, 4 on the heads-up display or on the big screen? Click and hold the number 1 until it says saved.
Cool.
So now what you do, next time you get in the plane, it's going to be the blank screens again.
I can just hit 1.
You just tap 1. Yep, and
Cool.
it'll load it up exactly the way you have it. In fact, I need to resave it because I fucked it up. Also, technically, not that anyone really cares, but we're not putting the RP in the G, as my boy Catello says, and calling tower for takeoff, but fuck them. Who cares? So if you're ready, put your hand on the joystick. Again, if you look at the heads-up display in the bottom right, you'll see a box with a vertical line. First off, if you twist your wrist left and right, you'll notice that vertical line moves left and right, and you'll notice as you move the throttle around, as if you're moving the stick, that little dot moves around too. So that's a little way to tell you where you're looking.
No.
Yep, I'm looking at it on your screen. It's kind of like it's just above the actual like. So, again, we're talking about the heads-up display, not the screen.
Oh, up here.
Yeah, the heads-up display.
Oh, the little square. I see it.
Yep. So if you grab the joystick again and move it around, you'll notice how it manipulates.
Okay. Okay.
So whenever you're ready, grab the joystick, keep it as in the middle as you can, and then throttle all the way up. The plane will automatically launch you after a couple seconds, and then just pull back slightly on the stick once you're off the end of the fucking deck. Perfect. So now that you're in the air, on the left side, go ahead and pull the landing gear up.
Landing gear.
That's that throttle. That's that red.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Landing gears. Yeah, there you go. So another thing I want you to do is, so you may notice it says AB on your screen right now.
I'm in Afterburner. Yeah, I tried to do that when she was yelling at me.
Grab the throttle and just pull it back a little bit, and you'll notice AB goes away and you're just in full throttle. So cool. So now the thing I love about this plane the most, let's show you the most useful screen you're gonna have set up. So on the leftmost screen where the TSD and everything is, you see where it says radar and there's that little arrow to the right? Or option for you, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, what? Oh, you changed it. Click on game menu for me, babe. At the bottom left. And then click menu in the top. I'm watching you fly. I'll shout at you if anything crazy goes wrong. So in that menu, click, and then click TSD. Should be the top left option. Cool. So now what I want you to do is, if you look down a little bit, because I can't actually see what's down there. Just under TSD, there's an arrow to the right. Click that next to option. Click that.
Oh.
So,
Cool.
Yep.
Oh, and then it puts all the...
Yep. So another thing we can do now that we're here is click my. There, you can zoom way the fuck out. So if you zoom out to 10, to where you'll see some.
targets.
Yep. So next, I'll show you the easiest way to manipulate it. So grab the throttle again. As my voice cracks, Jesus Christ.
A 10-year-old is teaching me to fly.
Well. And then while your hand is on the throttle, the left stick on your controller, move it to the left. And you'll notice a green box.
Oh, cool. Oh.
So now it's system of interest. Also, I almost hit you. I apologize. If you look out to your left.
Oh, Jesus.
So, perfect. So now that it's system of SOI, those guys actually disappeared off radar. So if you want to, we need to turn to, whoops, I fucking fucked up. We need to turn to bearing like 160. So yeah, there you go. So you just tilt the airplane and pull back on the stick if you want to make more aggressive maneuvers, obviously. One of the biggest things to look out for, we just want to make sure we're not in afterburner right now because we want as much fuel as possible while we like learn everything. So another thing, so you might have noticed some enemies just pop up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's because I'm, whoops, sorry, I was in a dangerous position. That's because I turned my radar on. So in the top middle of the screen, you'll notice, or on the actual multifunction display, there's an option that says swap. Just to the right of that, there's radar power. So if you're not seeing enemies, but you've seen them before and you know they're out there, you can just turn that on and then you'll know they're out there. Also, sweetheart, on that same TSD screen, at the bottom left, click reset. What that does, that puts your plane in the center. Because you can technically put your hand on the screen and then click and drag it around if you want to.
Yeah, I did that by accident. I didn't know how to fix that. Thank you.
Yep. So let's do this first. So we're about to talk about weapons employment. So we'll have you lock them up first. So let's actually go ahead and hit plus since they're within range. And you might even want to slow down a little bit more as we like fuck with this. But anyway. So now that with your hand on your stick, you use the right thumbstick to move the little cursor around on the screen.
Oh, cool.
You position it over an enemy and click the stick in. So if you grab these 3 closest ones, if you look above us, you'll see that one of them should be circled for you. Yep. So why don't you go ahead and just kind of follow these guys for now. So obviously, because they're above us, just watch your airspeed. I'm paying attention. You don't have to go in afterburner or anything crazy at this speed. While we're climbing here, sweetheart, at the very bottom, under the multifunction display, is where the master arm is. So you got to open the cover and then turn on the master arm. Once you have that on, it should have defaulted us to the cruise missiles. So again, hand on the stick, you press the B button, you know, like the menu button from VR chat, to cycle through. And then why don't you cycle over to AIM 120s?
Where do I see what it has selected?
Does it say no arm in the top left? Okay, I don't think you armed the... So babe, under the multifunction display, there's those knobs to turn on.
Oh, I have to leave that open.
Yep, you have to leave it open and on.
Okay.
Yep. And then cycle through. On the heads-up display, to the top left is where it'll tell you where it is. what you have selected.
What did you say? The 120s?
Shoot.
Yeah, 120. Radar AAM aim 120. So you may have noticed the little computer already yelled at you shoot. So if you want to, just go ahead and fire one off.
Pitbull.
So if we ever play with a bunch of people, this is when you would want to say Fox 3, because anybody who's in front of you would potentially get a missile launch warning.
Oh.
And that was defeated by them actually, which is crazy at this range. So what I want you to do at this point, pull lead of them. So, you know, point the nose further towards the front of them. There should be a...
I might switch to...
To what?
Oh, shit. What was the thing to change?
B. The menu
No,
button.
sticks.
Oh, okay. So just kind of go straight. It's you should see it at the bottom left on all those tabs. OPTS options. Again, half the purpose of this training is to help you figure out what stick you like better.
No, no.
You know, OPTS.
That one. Oh.
So let's do this because these guys are kind of advanced fighters. Zoom out to 5 if you're not already there. You see those? Actually, you might even notice. Oh, Jesus Christ, where are you? I lost sight of you.
Pitbull.
I'm guessing that's you.
That was me.
Okay. So again, these guys might. There you go. Nice. And then, so it's worth mentioning with the way these things work. Did you notice the bar on the right side?
Not really.
Okay, that's why I kind of wanted you to wait, but Fox 3, Fox 3. In fact, you should still see it. If you're, so switch back to the radar, yeah. Go back to the radar AIM 120s and lock up this final guy. And I want to talk about the
How do I lock him again?
So with the right stick, you move it around, and on the TSD, find him, and then put it over him and click on him. Oh, so it might not be sensor of interest. So you can either click SOI on that left screen with your left hand. You literally can just reach out and touch SOI, or you can grab the stick, the throttle, and do the stick thing that I told you about before. So you've got him locked up. So do you see him?
I see him. Hi, buddy.
Yeah, yeah. So do you see on the heads-up display? Just try not to crash into him. You see on the heads-up display the bar on the right side?
Not.
It says AS.
Oh, the little square? ASF 30?
No, you don't have him. Click. Remember to click the stick in after you put it over him.
I did? Yeah.
So heads-up display under ASL, there's now a bar. The heads-up display is again not the multifunction, but the actual.
The actual.
loading.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the heads-up display.
Oh, okay, over there.
So
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, that's your kind of launch indicator. So the little half section, you see the section at the top that's like half of the bar is like missing.
Yeah.
That's maximum launch range. And then the one that's like the complete bar that we're well inside of, you see the little chevron down at the bottom of it?
Mm-hmm.
That's the quote-unquote no escape range, which means the missile has a very high chance of hitting.
Because the missile knows
So-
where it is.
Yeah, exactly. So All right. So now that let's talk about let's talk. Well, actually, fuck it. So let's go ahead and switch over to the cannon, and let's try to gun this guy down. So he's still over there up here, 3 o'clock.
Oh, that's a stall. Okay. It's a touchy bitch.
Yeah. And again, if you're having, you know, we're up here at 31,000 feet. So as you get higher, the engine performance goes way down. My thrust to weight ratio is 0.54 right now. So, and again, using the guns specifically, as you get close to them, you'll notice it changes, and you can literally place that little dot. You know, you place the symbology on him, and you can pull the trigger. Pull in behind him.
I have lost him again.
That's fine. This is the most complicated part of the whole thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, just circle it. Just keep circling around. I'd recommend keep circling to the right as you make these approaches on him. There's also there's a group way below us, but let's keep with this guy, I think, for now.
Oh, he's way behind us.
Yep. He's just circling up here. It's like a fucking drone, so. I know it's a little frustrating at first, but like honestly, babe, once you get this, you're gonna be fucking. I'll tell you this. I like Frank, but Frank had trouble taking off. So, you're already, you know, exceeding our boy Frank.
I exceed Frank in a lot of ways, I'll be completely honest with you.
So this guy's going really slow, so just be aware that that's gonna make this a little bit more difficult.
Cocksucker.
Yeah, and if you have to kind of bring him in, you might want to like grab the throttle. Oh my god, I'm about to crash. You know, he's going so fucking slow. How is he in the air? He's going 2.6. Holy shit. Okay. We might be better off going after. How much more of the cannon rounds do you have?
700.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go till we have 500, and if we can't get him by then, we'll go for somebody that's a little bit more realistic, to be honest. Because, like, the enemies aren't going to be... This dude is barely floating. This guy's flying around at stall speed, babe.
No, what is it? It's wrist to turn. There we go.
So wrist is the yaw.
You cocksucker!
I'm honestly seeing if I can even fly this fucking slow. Yeah, so you can kind of fly this slow. The next time you circle around to the right, babe, watch your speed and try to bring it to like down to like 200 as you approach this guy. Also, holy fuck, this guy's like diving at the ground.
Can we please pull up? Please?
So throttle all the way up. Throttle all the way up. Full afterburner.
Landing gear.
No, fuck you. Landing gear stays down.
Landing gear.
Or stays up.
Nice recovery.
Yeah, that was... I was trying to match him in speed. That was, unpleasant.
You came very close to the ground. This guy is about to crash, so if he crashes, just let him. Did you shoot him down?
Yep.
Nice. So, you at least got a feeling for that. Let's talk about getting rid of some of these other weapons, yeah?
Yep.
So we'll do the GPS guided bombs. So press the I'm sorry, where are you at? You're at the cannon. Actually, you know what? No, we'll do the easiest first. So after the cannon, go to the one after that. It should be AGM 145.
Mm-hmm.
So the really nice thing about this, babe, is go ahead and to our left, you should notice those ground targets.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and lock one of them up on the TSD again. And so once you lock them up, you'll notice, again, you have to click in the stick and everything.
Yeah.
You'll notice it says EOTS. Go ahead and click on that on the tactical display.
Ooh, neat.
So it slews the camera over to him. Also on that little screen on the right, just to talk about it, you can click the plus and minus to zoom way the fuck in if you wanted to. Also, just so you're aware, look at that screen on the bottom right for me. You see the little dot that's encroaching the bottom faster and faster? You see there's the circle that's on it and there's a little dot towards the bottom?
That?
You might notice, you might be at gimbal limits. So
Oh,
anyway,
yeah.
Let's turn around.
He's like straight behind me. Yeah, I can't hit him.
Yep. So let's turn around and start heading back that way. So because it's probably saying gimbal limit as we do this turn, you might have to re-lock him up the same way you did. So you've already got him locked up on the TSD, so all you have to do is click EOTS. Because the way this thing works is based off of the targeting pod, which is the thing on the right.
Okay.
So.
Oh, and we're way outside of the...
Yep, so start flying over towards him. I'd recommend trying to keep us relatively level. We don't have to go any lower than this. So, you see how the chevron is fast approaching the bar?
No, it's not.
Heads up display on the right side.
Yeah,
the
now it's
staying
approaching.
Up the top, the
Okay.
bar is going towards it. So, once it's inside the bar, click and hold the trigger, and then press the menu button. And you might need to turn left some more, babe. I don't know which one you're targeting. So click and hold the trigger.
Shoot.
Like now. And then press the menu button.
Shoot.
There you go. So, and then just keep flying level. We don't need to worry about, like, occasionally, like, in a realistic scenario, obviously you'd have to worry about defending, but we're not defending. So, did you fire the same target or different ones?
Different.
Look at you. So these things are fire and forget. As you can see, optical FAF. So. Let's get rid of all of these. So the thing about pulling the trigger, by the way, is
Missile
this
launch.
is me, by the way.
Missile
you're
launch.
effectively opening up the fucking bay when you pull the trigger.
Okay, cool.
Because these things are internal
Oh,
stores.
yeah, that's the yeah. I think you told me about that.
Yep. So, also while we're flying away, if you want to make your life a little easier, you can click and drag the map and put it directly on top of these guys, and then zoom way the fuck in on them. And then zoom in all the way to 1. So you'll notice that little blue, that one of these, well, the blue line is me, but you'll still see, you can still visually see it on the heads up display if you turn around and look at it. So if whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and, swing a left here and get us rolling.
Shoot.
So, and then the second you get that shoot thing, feel free to fire off.
Missile
There's
launch.
my rifle and second.
Missile launch.
All right.
So we are within range. You don't, for the ground targets that are not moving, you can fire off at the max range. You don't have to wait for the enclosed bar.
Oh, okay. Oh, and I see your rockets on the map too.
Yeah,
Cool.
exactly. And that's the really cool thing about this. And
Shoot.
to be honest, babe, the real reason I like this thing so much is at a certain point you'll also be able to see enemy missiles
Shoot.
as well. So it'll help you it helps to kind of, make it easier to evade them.
She told me to
So
shoot, but I didn't shoot because I had already toggled to the bomb. So
Okay, that's okay. So let's do this. Go ahead and pull up a little bit. Get into like a slight climb, like 5 degrees or something. And then what we're gonna do is on the left screen, do you see an option for SMS? Sam, Michael, Sam?
yep.
Click on that for me. So I should have had you go through this before, but we're gonna go through it now. For the record, this stuff does save from flight to flight. You okay?
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
No, I just my hand. Maybe I do like the right one because I can rest my arm on my
On
chair.
your,
My chair.
Yeah. So click on AIM 120 here. You should see an option for Mad Dog. It should be disabled by default. Go ahead.
My 120s are empty.
I know, but click on it anyway.
Okay.
We're setting up the config. Enable that, and then hit return at the top.
Oh shit. What was that set to? I don't remember.
It should have been comms or objective. Oh, it's objective. OBJ TV.
Okay, cool.
Cool. So now the GBU 38s. You want the target mode to be auto on these. It might be set to manual.
It was.
Or dumb.
Yeah.
So just change it over to auto. And then once again hit return. There's nothing to do on the 161, so we don't have to fuck with those. On the 58, that should already be set to laser.
I have a 53.
53, sorry. That's my fault. I misspoke.
Okay. I was like, fuck, I grabbed the wrong bomb.
If that's already laser, hit return, and then check the GBU 12I and make sure that's
It's
laser
also
too.
laser? Yeah.
Cool. Then we're all set. All we really had to do was set up the 120s. For the record, what Mad Dog is that the button you press the menu button to fire.
Mm-hmm.
If we're in like a really hectic scenario where we're just like we're engaged with a bunch of targets, you don't even have time, and you just want to panic launch a missile, you push and hold the button, it'll do a bunch of beeping, and then after like 3 to 5 seconds, it'll just launch a missile, and it'll automatically target anything that's in front of you. Obviously, the thing that sucks about that is you could actually shoot me down or someone else. So
Makes sense.
let's do GBU 12 eyes if you might already be on it.
Mm-hmm.
So change back to the TSD, the tactical situation display, and then let's pop a U-turn and head back towards them. So, and once we're heading back in the right direction, let's go ahead and, so the first thing that's, you know, stating the obvious about this bomb is, so GBU-12 is a laser guided bomb, so you can't launch multiple of them at once. You basically have to, like, you know, do them one at a time. So,
No,
talk to me, man. What's up?
Oh, just I like the other one for flying, but my arm gets fucking tired.
Yeah. I mean, it's worth mentioning. You don't have to have hands on the stick all the time. We can talk about the autopilot in a little bit, but I figured I'd get you used to actually flying first. So, move the tactical situation display up to where those people were again. So one thing you can do here is go into set it as system sensor of interest. Yep, exactly. Put the marker on one of them and lock them up.
Do not know.
You have to remember you
Yeah.
grab the stick and then move the little, yeah, there you go. And then you can zoom in if you want. So once, remember to hit EOTS after you lock one of them up.
Wouldn't it make
And-
sense to hit a clustered target with this?
So this is a simple 500-pound bomb.
Okay.
Right now we're just talking about weapons, how to use them. The smart choices we can talk about another time. So with the auto, you'll notice so we're looking at the heads-up display. Remember again, this not the screen, but above the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll notice that there's two circles. There's the inner circle, which is where you should be launching, and the outer circle, which is like the bomb should hit. But also you'll notice we're flying directly at it. There's an arrow pointing up. As we get closer, you'll notice the fucking diamond show up in there. Once the diamond gets into the lower screen, it'll also say shoot, and then you can fucking click and launch the bomb. What you want to do is you want to keep that arrow at the top of the circle, as much in the circle as possible. As we get closer, that arrow will disappear.
Ah, there it is.
Shoot.
Yep. And so technically you can launch when it's outside the circle, but it's best to wait for it to be in the little circle itself. And whoops. This you already figured out was again a trigger pull to open up the bay and then a launch. And you successfully hit the target. So whenever you're ready, choose another one, re-attack. You can even do exactly what you're doing here. There's also a group of rocket artillery if you so decide to attack those.
I'm out of bombs.
Okay, perfect. Let me drop mine on this target, and then what we'll do is we'll look at what's the next one in the list after that?
Bomb GBU 53.
Okay, so these are a little funny. These are fire and forget. So they're going to be just like the missiles we use.
Okay.
So whenever you're ready, there's even some fucking sea fucking craft in front of you if you want to target some naval vessels.
I didn't start turning soon enough to get them.
That's fine. Again, we don't have to target them. We can just turn around and, you know, target whatever. That's the nice thing about this. We're kind of casual and relaxed. Babe, quick question for you, just to make sure we're relatively close. Top right of the screen, what's your internal fuel?
58 minutes remaining.
What's the actual, like, number?
46.85.
Okay, perfect. We are, in fact, pretty much exactly the same.
Shoot.
So again, these are fire and forget. So once you launch the first one, immediately start targeting your next one. And you can just pickle off 4 bombs. Or, you know, however many. You don't have to go for the, you know. Okay, cool.
We used the AIM 20s, and then we got 38s after that.
Yep. So the 38s are the next layer of complexity. So we're not actually going to use the EOTS anymore. So on the right screen, you can just keep flying in this direction for now. We got to set up our screens first. Just click GPS targets. You all right?
A lot of that. A lot of squeezing.
Yeah. You don't have to necessarily death grip the throttle. I know it's like, I know from personal experience that it's like, you know, especially, you know, as we get like a little more into like doing things. So what you're going to be using here again is the tactical situation display, as I said that really weirdly.
Tactical.
Yeah. Again, I developed an accent all of a sudden.
It's okay. At least you're not 12 anymore.
This GPS screen. So go ahead and target something on the tactical situation display. Again, scroll back down behind us and you'll find these dudes. Or zoom out, whatever you want, whatever works. Yep. So select them, and then instead of hitting EOTS, you'll see it says GPS-S, which is GPS send. And then switch to a different target, and then lock it up, and then GPS. Perfect. So now you got 2 of them, right?
Yep.
Perfect. So you'll notice it says TSD 0 and TSD 1. So what we can do is go ahead and turn around again. Let's start flying back towards them. You already notice the symbology is on the HUD, which again is above the screen, the floating text. You'll see the little, you know, arrow of where we should be going. Sorry about that.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. So one of the things that's interesting about these bombs is if you pull the trigger, a full pull of the trigger actually changes the GPS target.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to be hitting that fucking, you know, the VR chat menu button and then pulling the trigger.
And then hitting it again?
Yep. And then this would be for however many targets you lined up. But obviously we only have 2, so. So these are relatively big bombs, so you'll notice it takes a little while to get there, but once we're there,
Shoot.
you can...
Shoot.
Oh, shit.
I fucked you up. I fucked you up.
Holding the
So-
trigger fires it.
Yep, holding the trigger fired both of them at the different targets.
Oh, okay.
So zoom in on the tactical situation display, and you should notice that it
Slightly
be-
different bombs. Yeah. Or they're going in slightly different directions.
I might have actually fucked you up here.
No, those are both going to the first target.
Yeah, that's fine. You'll need
Okay,
both
so it
targets anyway.
doesn't... Oh, because they're not internal, so I don't have to hold the thing to
Yeah. if they
open the...
were
That makes
internal, you would
sense.
have to-
That
you
makes
would have to do
sense.
That was on me, quite frankly, for not knowing what the fuck I'm talking about.
Well, I
But
learned.
it's okay. Yep. So what we'll do here, go ahead and reset the tactical situation display. We're just gonna keep flying straight in this direction. So what we'll do, so go ahead and find these ships on the tactical situation display. Actually, you know what? Let's do this, because this will be exciting. Give me a second here. Let me find the targets I want to give you. So you see on the GPS. So switch to the cruise missiles. The cruise missiles are also, by the way, they use GPS targets.
Okay.
So go ahead and delete the group that we had entirely, because you don't need it right now. So what I'm going to do go ahead and lock up 2 of those boats out there.
The ones below us?
Yep. So lock up one of them, hit GPS send, and then lock up another one and hit GPS sending.
Okay. Done.
Perfect. Sorry, I'm fucking up here and trying not to.
And these are not internal, so I don't hold the trigger.
Yep. So these are going to be a little bit weird. We're actually going to fly out in this direction for a minute here. But what I'll show you in the meantime is, do you see on the GPS screen, there's an option for send data?
Mm-hmm.
Click on that.
Done.
So
It's now tagged
gonna
as
send-
Zybe 1, Soul
Yep,
2.
so if you look, you should see a Soul 2 showed up. That's because I did the same thing. So send data sends it to other people. So like if
Okay.
I was out here without bombs, but was able to see stuff.
You could lock them up and tell...
Exactly. And
That's-
especially in this plane, that's really useful because this thing is technically stealth. Now,
Oh,
granted,
neat.
because we have stuff out on the wings, it loses a bunch of that stealth aspect. If we only rock internal stores, it is in fact more stealthy.
Okay.
But you know, so be it. So why don't we? It's the same thing as the other one. So let's just keep flying in that direction because we are only 12 miles away from it. So we're gonna keep flying in this direction. We're gonna fly until we get to 15 miles. And for the record, the way I can see 15 miles is on the tactical situation display. It gives you BRA, so bra. So bearing is 216 from where you are.
Oh,
Range
range.
is currently 14.
Ugh, ew.
Also,
Ew, it's in miles.
And then A altitude. Well, we're supposed to be aviators, so of course it's in miles. Also, your hands off the stick right now, right?
Yeah.
Look out your right window.
Christ.
So that was a little obnoxious for the record. But so whenever you're ready, I am out of your way. So maneuver as you will, and turn back towards. So this one's a little bit more specific. You might have to point the nose of the plane down to put the box, you know, the circle that's on the heads-up display on the target. And the fun thing is, you've now successfully used every weapon. So lock up one of them. It'll, again, you might have to point the nose down a little bit. Once it says shoot, just pull the trigger.
Missile
And then
launch.
pull it only once. And then on the GPS screen, click the down or up arrow to switch to the other target. And then pull the trigger again.
Missile launch.
Done. Missiles away.
Cool. So, one of the particularly dangerous things about these missiles is these missiles fly at a height of about 10,000 feet at sea level. The thing about that is they're kind of flying in formation with us, so I'd recommend turning like slightly to the right.
So
as they
up,
fly
you
in with
mean?
us. Or up, that works. The reason I didn't say up is because you were merged with them.
Oh.
Yeah, you had one directly above you from my point of view, and then otherwise. Now what you can do, if you want to watch your explosions,
Yeah.
you can do the EOTS thing again, and then click on the little camera in the bottom right. So, the first two are about to hit. I believe they are yours. And 1, 2. Don't worry about not taking out that carrier. That carrier is a
I didn't
big
expect to take out the
target.
carrier. I just expected to annoy it.
But it is smoking, and yeah. Okay, cool. So now what we can do,
Oh god, landing.
yeah. So we've got tons of fuel, so we don't have to worry about that. So go ahead and click the on the tactical situation display. You can hit reset, click the up arrow.
Oh shit.
What's up? Talk to me, because I can't really see your screen. Honestly, I'm staring at an ad right now.
I figured it out. I got there.
Yep. So we want what I want is I want the nav screen on that middle left screen.
Done.
Let's also do another thing here. So I should have had you do this before, and I apologize. Ander would be, my boy Catella would be giving me grief. Next, just to the right of the throttle, the launch bar, go ahead and retract that.
Oh.
Yeah. Another thing we'll do is, while we still arm weapons hot, which is the master arm being on, go ahead and jettison switch. Hold the jettison switch. Turn it all the way.
Voice?
It's on the above the parking brake, to the left of the landing gear.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Click and hold it with the trigger until you press the B button. It doesn't actually jettison anything. Go ahead and cycle it all the way to all, and then tap that thing. So
Oh, cool.
The thing that's particularly nice about this is if you grab the stick again and press the B button, it won't. There's nothing else to change to. So one of the things that's nice about the other plane is you can. There's an option for empty, where you can jettison empty, so you don't have to cycle through all the empty shit that you have.
Oh, so the middle one's exterior, the right one's you have to cycle through, the left is all?
So the right is selection. So that's actually would be through the SMS page again, which honestly we can talk about once we land. It's not. If actually, fuck it, we can just do it right now. Go to SMS, wherever you have that, and you should see at the bottom of the SMS page it says mode,
Mm-hmm.
and you can click that to say arming or jettison.
Ah, so, okay.
Yep. So if you had it in jettison, you would just select stores,
And then
Obviously,
you would
can't
use the
jettison
thingy.
the cannon, but yeah. Yep, exactly. So bring us back to nav. Go ahead and bring the master arm back down, and then we're within 50 miles. So go ahead and extend the landing hook.
What keeps making that sound?
I don't know what sound we're talking
Is
about.
that
Sorry.
steam?
Are you talking about like a beeping sound?
I don't know really how
I'm-
to describe it. It's... Huh.
Okay.
Weird.
So, do you see the radar warning receiver on the thing? It's the circular thing. Should be next to where SMS and nav were.
Yeah.
Click on that, and then click on mode in the top of it.
Silent.
Yep. Did that stop the whatever noise you were talking about?
I'll find out if I never hear it again. If I do hear it again, I'm gonna be wigged out.
Yeah, if you hear it again, and then it's got to be something outside the game. So going back to nav, babe. Honestly, we don't need the fucking tactical situation display. So if you want to, you can make nav screen nice and big, which is the arrow to the left.
Do I just hit RTB?
Yep, RTB, and it'll give you a waypoint back to the boat.
Oh, cool. Because we're 23 and a half out, 24.
Yep. So,
Oh, it shows, okay, I don't have to look at the target. It shows in the top middle. Dope.
yep. So, another thing we can do. So go ahead and start turning towards it. But let's if you don't mind, I'm gonna ask you to put the RP and the G for this one. So hit comms.
Oh,
You're fine. Go
I'm
ahead.
just gonna turn so that I'm not going down as we're doing this.
Yep, that's fine. I'm watching you, so you know, always watching, Wazowski.
Always watching, Wazowski.
Yep. Exactly. So, the thing about landing, babe, is it's better to miss and go around again
Then to crash.
than to smash in the back. Yep.
Okay, comms.
So
ATC?
comms, ATC, and then it should be USS Lincoln 420. Fucking Jimbo would be proud. And then just click landing, not vert landing, regular landing. We're not
Hotel
gonna fuck with
1-1
that,
Tower,
vertical
copy.
shit.
Fly heading 020. Expect runway 02.
It's landing runway 02. Cool.
Yep. So, babe, let's talk about something real quick, just so we don't fuck with this. Well, first off, start slowing down. Pull the throttle all the way
I
back.
just did.
Yep. I would pull it all the way back.
Oh, it's kind of sticky. Okay.
Because we are going really fast and we are kind of high. Also, if you do need to go around, if we're being technical, pull up and then go make a turn to the left.
Okay.
It makes it the easiest to land on the angled runway. So one thing you can do to make your life a little easier is put nav in SOI mode, zoom out a little bit and then put the cursor, use the right stick to move the cursor over the boat. And then you'll see these tracks behind the boat. Also, you're gonna start stalling here in a second. But that's okay, because we need to lose. You can point the nose down to offset. But do you see the tracks behind the boat?
Yeah.
So that's kind of your approach pattern. You don't have to do this the DCS way, like you'll eventually see my boy Catello and I do, where we do fucking like overhead brakes. You can just send it straight in from a distance because whatever. Again, the biggest thing is your arrestor hook is down, correct?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so we're really high up in the air. So let's go ahead and descend. And again, remember you have an air brake, so you can drop to like a 30-degree dive in this.
Hotel 1-1 tower. The landing pattern is full.
Again,
Wait
you
for
see me
clearance.
kind of following in.
Landing
Hotel
pad is full.
1-1
Okay.
Cleared to land on the carrier.
It just told me to fuck off, and then it said I could again.
Okay, if it's as long as it says you can, then it's fine. And quite frankly, even if it doesn't, that's fine. So you want to we're really fucking close. I'm gonna suggest we go around here. Speed, what's your speed here?
Really, really fucking low right now.
Well, like 200?
Hotel 1-1. Call the ball.
Gear, baby. Left side.
Fuck.
Altitude.
Altitude. Shut up, altitude.
Come left.
I'm trying.
Come left. Wave off. Wave off.
Yeah, give it power. And again, if you have to, just go around.
It yelled at me about a collision warning, and I
Climb and return to
panicked.
the holding pattern. Wait for clearance.
So let me...
The throttle's kind of sticky, huh? Oh.
As...
Hey, babe. I lost you.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi. I'm not sure which one of our internets died.
It said closed by peer, and I'm still streaming, so I'm gonna assume mute.
Yeah, no. I don't know. Your stream was buffering for me, but so, you know, whatever. It is what it is. So just, could also be Steam, quite frankly.
Yeah, it is true. It is that day. Wait,
Yep,
is it
and
that
in
day?
fact, literally everyone on my Steam friends list is offline. So it's it was Steam.
It's probably
Steam
that.
just-
Yeah, it's probably that day.
Yeah. Can we do this one way and I could show you what I'm talking about with like the symbology and stuff?
Probably.
Okay, cool. Well, like if I pull up like a stream on Discord.
I can certainly try.
Okay,
I've been pinged. Who dares?
not me.
Yes. The answer is yes. I need a keyboard. I've been asked if Catgirl would use her claws instead of guitar pick. The answer is yes.
I don't know what that means.
For a guitar. And for... You can... Because some people, they use like their thumbnail. And some people prefer to just pick. And some people... don't worry about it.
Yeah, that a guitar and then a keyboard.
No, I need my
Are we talking
keyboard
about-
to type on, but somebody asked me if they have claws they could use instead of a guitar pick. Yes, you could use your claw instead of a guitar pick.
That still makes no sense to me, but okay. Anyway, I pulled up a stream on Discord. Are you able to pull that up?
Where are you?
We are, I don't know, whatever channel we're in.
I know, I'm just trying to get to it. Watch stream. It's very small, but yes. Do not know how to make this bigger. Oh, and it's really hard to see. I might not be able to watch this and learn anything, but I can watch.
Can you see any of the symbology on my screen?
No, it is way too small and hard to read with via a fake screen in VR.
Okay, then it's no big deal.
What were you trying to show me? Is there any specific point I should look at?
So you're looking at the HUD. So
Uh-huh.
one of the thing is, so obviously you may have noticed there's the W that's always on the screen,
Mhm.
which is where the nose is pointing. And then there's the
The little circle.
circle is the kind of where, where the plane is actually going.
Mm-hmm.
So as I get closer here, you're going to notice the throttle is on the bottom left. We're going to notice, it should pop up, there it goes. So that's, the call the ball bullshit. So you want to put that in the middle. If it's too low, then you are too low. If it's too high, then you are too high.
Okay.
You want it just perfect. And you just kind of guide the plane in. You want to keep as straight on the runway as possible. And you just kind of put the ball right on the runway. You want to keep it around, I think it's 170, 180. And I missed.
Well, you didn't
So,
hit the
and then
water.
It's full throttle, and then we
Landing
go
gear.
around.
Landing gear.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So. And then as far as going around goes, just because you're new at this and you're not, necessarily whatever, just go as far away, get as much of a run up on the fucking thing as you need. It'll be interesting if we ever get a bunch of people, because it'll mean that we'll actually have to be making calls on who's taking off where and who's doing what.
Oh, to communicate? Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. And then not that you need to know it right about now, but the if your hands on the throttle, pushing the left stick forward or back will tilt the nozzles. That's for the vertical takeoff shit. I'm still way too fucking high for this. And not in the fun way. There we go.
God,
Correct.
I haven't been high in ages.
We're a little off center, but that's okay. Hello? Oh, whoops. Usually helps. And no matter if you land or make it, technically when you go wheels down, you're supposed to go full burner.
Okay. Why?
It's the best chance of not going into the water.
Ah. And the thing should catch you.
Yeah. It's worth mentioning, the second you feel it slow you down, I would fully recommend pulling back on the stick and pulling the brake. Because I have personally seen it fuck up. Where it does not catch me and I get fucking launched into the water.
Okay.
Let's see, maybe we're going a little fast. I don't really know, to be honest. I haven't fucked with this thing as much as I'd like. Or I haven't done it recently. But yeah. You might, if Steam is back, I don't know if your Steam is, you are showing online, but you're not showing in a game for some reason.
Oh, that's weird. Let's see if I can figure out how to... Ooh, dark mode. Oh, well.
What?
There we go. Fuck, I don't want your stupid menu, game. There we go.
There might be an option to like search for friends. I don't really know. But to be honest, it is 6 a.m. and whatever century I figure out how to land, I think I might be calling it an evening.
Good. I'm very proud of you.
Well, yeah, I waited a little long.
Yeah, well, at least you're getting some sleep, and that's the important part. But that means if you're going to log off, I will start toggling to the next whatever the fuck I'm gonna do.
Well, what are you gonna do next?
I don't know, maybe Ghosts of Tabor. Try VR Tarkov. Oh, chat can't see anything right now. Chat is looking at a black screen. Because this game has its own... Forgot about that. VR mode, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, launch with fix for 2D view, and I have no idea what that means. You are not helping me, Ghosts of Tabor, by not explaining your launch settings.
Alright, sweetheart. I'm gonna go crawl into bed.
Okay, get some sleep, love.
Alright, I'll talk to you later, babe.
Okay, see you. Mwah.
Bye. Mwah.
Please do not forget to store your armor and gear in the appropriate areas. Bunkers are no longer considered secure.
Alright. Chat, do we see the right stuff? I think we're seeing the right stuff. You'll have to let me know if... Oh, you can see everything. This is different. Ooh, okay, an armory. Hey, Spam! Thank you for the resubscribble. One thing I do have to do, though, is change what I am streaming. So unfortunately, you get a little, what's the line from Wizard of Oz? Behind the curtain view. It is wonderful to see you again in chat, Spam. We adore you. What was the button for? There we go. No. Fuck. Stand upright and make sure you're on a flat surface in-game. Is this a flat surface? I don't actually know. Yeah, hands only seems like it will drive me less insane. Oh, how do I gotta figure out how to do a pop-out window for chat. Which I actually should be able. Oh, I just fucking... No. Oh, I broke something.